Hi guys, it's Kendra from Crafty Kendra. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card, which is a bonus card for the August paper pumpkin. I already have a video up that shows you how to make the paper pumpkin card. I added the rhinestones. The rhinestones are not part of the paper pumpkin kit. And one that shows you how to make the first bonus card for the August paper pumpkin. Now, this bonus card actually uses some of the leftover washi tape from the kit. So make sure that whenever you're putting it together, you save those little pieces because you can totally use them on something else. But let's go ahead and get started. Now, I have this card as part of my paper pumpkin bonus kit. And what it is I provide you all the paper pieces, and if we're using dimensionals, I'll include those as well, for you to create these extra cards. Now, because your paper pumpkin comes with stamps and it comes with ink, I make sure that the cards I make only use the ink that you were provided, and unless I want to do a different greeting, I only use the stamps that come in your kit. In these bonus kits, you'll have 3 different cards, and you'll get the supplies to make 2 of each card. So here's all the supplies for this one. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and start in. And I'm going to show you how I would make it if I received it as a kit. One thing you might notice about the card is this paper here. Now, this is paper that I created using the stamp, and I just repeated the stamp over and over, so I made my own pattern paper. For your convenience, so you don't have to do any extra cutting, I have already cut the pieces for you to the size you need, but whenever you're doing this repeat stamping, making your own designer series paper, it is easier to do it at one time. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Post-it, and the Post-it is not included in your kit, but I highly recommend getting some because I probably use a Post-it on every card I do in some way. Anyway, I'm going to use the Post-it just to hold them together at the seam so they stay in place. I am then going to bring in our baked brown sugar ink pad. In your kit with paper pumpkin, you receive the Stampin' Spot. Same concept. Now what you're going to do is, working with your paper going the long way, you're going to just stamp long rows of your bicycle. And if you didn't watch my other video, you really have to press down on the stamp kind of hard to get the spokes to show, because they're just so detailed. Alright, and whenever you go up to do your next row, you're just going to offset, and I always offset the whole bike first, and then I'll go and I will do the offset bike at the edge, and then I'll just continue the pattern across. Go ahead and do that. Alright, so I finished repeating the bike stamp all the way around. The next thing I'm going to do is bring in this template I made, and I don't know how well you guys can see it. Okay, you can see the shiny part from the template. And what I did is I just cut out an oval, and then I used the little scallop circle from the itty bitty punch pack, and I punched it out, and you will get this template in your kit. I'm just going to place it in between my offset bicycles, grab my Bermuda Bay ink and a sponge dauber, and just use it like a stencil. And I'm going to do that in between every bicycle. Now, no matter how little of it is going to show, I highly recommend you just continue the pattern because it makes it look more like a pattern paper. So just like that, that'll finish off the pattern paper for us. Now you can repeat this creating your own DSP technique with any stamp or punch, and pretty much you have an endless possibility. Okay, with that done, we're just going to take them apart because we will only need one piece to do one card, and the piece measures 4 inches by 4 inches. We're just going to go ahead and grab our baked brown sugar ink pad and a sponge dauber, and we're going to sponge the edges of this piece. Okay, then when we have that done, we are going to bring in our actual Designer Series paper piece, and this is from Epic Day Designer Series paper pack. Alright, and we're going to be using the yellow side. We're going to go ahead and sponge its edges with the baked brown sugar as well. Okay, next piece we're going to bring in is an oval. This oval is from the Oval Framelits collection. And how I count my framelits is I count them from the inside out. So I cut this out of Very Vanilla using the number 2 sized oval. So we're just going to go ahead and sponge around its edges, just like that. Okay, now that we're done with that, we're just going to set this oval, these pieces aside for a second, and bring in our card base. Our card base is a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of basic gray scored at 4 1/4. Whenever you receive your card kit, it'll already be scored, cut, folded, all that good stuff. So it's ready to go. We're just going to attach Snail to the back of the stamped piece of crumb cake. We're going to center it on the right side, press down. Our Epic Day Designer Series paper will put Snail on the back of it too. Alright, and then we'll just butt this right up to our piece of crumb cake. The next thing we'll do is bring in a gumball green oval, and this is the number 3 oval from the Oval Framelits collection. And what I'm going to do is stamp the greeting on it. Now, my greeting is "Thank you so much" from the Lots of Thanks stamp set. And again, you can use the one that comes with your kit. It would be a little flag, or you can use a happy birthday, leave it blank, whatever you want. I'm just going to ink it up in the baked brown sugar, stamp it more towards the right side. Just using my Stampin' Majig so I can stamp it more than once to get it really nice and dark. So there it is. Alright. Next thing we'll do is bring in a little Bermuda Bay flower from the Itty Bitty Punch Pack. Just put a little snail on the back, and I'm just going to attach it down. I'm going to bring in my paper piercing mat. Pierce a hole in the center of the flower so I can put in a mini brad. You do receive the mini brads in the bonus kit. Okay. Gonna flip it over and attach some snail to the back. Bring in my card base. I'm just going to attach this in the lower right hand corner. Just like that. Sorry, I'm using my punch just to make sure the brad back is completely flat. Okay, set that aside. I'm going to bring back in the Very Vanilla oval that we sponged. I have already cleaned off our little bike stamp. Now what we're going to do is stamp it in Bermuda Bay. Send it onto the oval. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to flip it over. Attach snail to the back. I'll close this up real quick. Bring back in our card base. Attach the bike about there. This is when your extra pieces of washi tape from your paper pumpkin kit come in. And what we're going to do is we're going to tear it and give it a rougher edge because I cut them off and they're straight. And how you do that is, whenever you're tearing off an end, the end that you're tearing off, you're going to tear back. And by doing that, it's going to give you the pattern edge instead of, let's see if you can see that. You see how there's a little bit of a white ripple, but on this piece it's just the pattern. And we just want the pattern, we don't want the white ripple. Do that to both sides. Okay. Attach one up in this corner. Attach one over in this side. And I think it's just the perfect addition to this little card. I hope that you enjoyed making this card with me. Oh, one last thing is the inside piece. The inside piece is a piece of Very Vanilla. It measures 4 inches by 5.5. And just for a little added detail, I'm going to sponge 3 little flowers in the corner, and then we'll go ahead and we will do the edges in the baked brown sugar. Just like that. I'll flip it over. Attach some snail. Bring in our card base. And center it on the inside. Just like that. So that finishes off the card. Hope that you enjoyed making that with me today. I encourage you to try Paper Pumpkin. If you sign up before the end of August, you can get your first 2 months of Paper Pumpkin for only $10. And that's $10 per month. That includes shipping. The regular price is $19.95, and you can opt out whenever you want to. The first kit you'll receive will be the starter kit, and it comes with a size D clear block, and all the stamps that you get with Paper Pumpkin will fit on that block. I hope that you will check out my other bonus card tutorials. The bonus card kit you can add on is only $10, and that includes shipping, and it gives you 6 extra bonus cards to make. That's 2 each of 3 designs. And if you sign up with me to do Paper Pumpkin before the end of August, I will give you a free Snail Runner. So please check that out. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching.